Thursday UFC welterweight division matchup. All right, get out your 209 tattoos, folks. Here he is, the one, the only Nate Diaz, making the walk yet again. It's been a long time, but Nate Diaz is back tonight. He has put in all the right work. You know, few guys in this division work harder than Nate Diaz. It's good to see him back.
And you notice it, John, right? The cardio. The cardio is one thing that stands out about Nate Diaz. He looks like he's just touching guys with all of his strikes, but the build-up from all the activity that he puts out usually will make his opponents wilt. And once he gets him to the ground, he's a jiu-jitsu black belt that can finish the fight with a number of submissions.
Yeah, he'll hit you with the open hand, too. He'll invoke that Stockton slap. You think we see that tonight?
Stockton slap, but it's just so disrespectful. But I love watching it. It's so Nate Diaz.
Gotta get you a Lafayette slap or something. Good to see Nate Diaz back here tonight. One of the biggest fan bases in the world, and they are all watching the pride of Stockton, California here tonight. Well, DC, this is a true mixed martial artist of the highest order. You've watched the film. Hard for me to see much in terms of glaring weaknesses, and he believes he can react to anything that is thrown his way inside that octagon.
It's unbelievable because whenever you're trying to prepare for someone, you look for weaknesses. But when you watch this guy, nothing jumps off the page. When you think I have to go wrestle him, you realize very quickly that not only can he defend takedowns, he can also go and secure them himself. He's that new breed of fighter that has been doing every discipline from the very start of his career. You know you're looking at a guy that will contend for a championship.
And if our fighter meeting on Thursday is any indication, confidence, not an issue for this young man coming in here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Diaz is 9 years the elder. He will have a 1-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the particulars inside the octagon of Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 21 wins, 13 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Stockton, California, ladies and gentlemen, he is an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Nate Diaz! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 11 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Stockholm, Sweden, Khamzat Chimaev.
You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
Ready. Ready to fight.
All right, so the fight is now underway. We'll see how long it goes. We've got a submission specialist on one side, and on the other side, maybe the most well-rounded fighter in this world.
Yeah, he is one of the best fighters in the entire UFC. But in front of him, he has one of the...
Oh, and he hip tosses him to the mat. Now we'll see what he can do from here, DC.
Right into side control. He's going to try to control him, then find a submission.
All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
Lands the ground and pound strike. Back back to the stand-up now. Both fighters upright.
He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle. Needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the mat. Now watch as he goes to the finish. Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Sound strike on the ground. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here, and if you're the opponent, you've got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop.
You got to defend, but you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy.
Now the guy's got arm bar. He's attacking it on him. Gotta be careful, arm bar.
Oh, he picks him up and slams him down.
Big explosive slam to lift him and slam him out of that arm bar. Go right into side control. Now let's see what he does, right?
Sometimes when you do that, the choke or the submission can get tighter, but he was able to evade it there.
Yes.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter.
Fighters back to their feet here.
Ooh, what a punch.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Well, he continues to stay busy, and he can...
There you go. There you go.
I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often. Body shot after body shot. He keeps landing these strikes, really zapping the gas tank of his opponent. He loaded up there on that high kick. Good stick.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Oh, beautiful takedown by him there as he lands another one. He's keeping the stat guys busy tonight.
I mean, over and over, takedown attempt after takedown attempt, and the cardio. The cardio to wrestle that much is so impressive because his opponent is getting back to his feet, but he's got this ability to continue to chase takedowns.
Close guard. Nice hammer fist. Oh, man. This ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates this space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
The hip toss as he takes him down. Now we'll see what he can do.
Right into side control.
Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. Gets inside here and lands the elbow. Close guard. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold, and it's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold him,
Know when to fold him, yep,
There you go.
absolutely.
Lands a big elbow there. Round two coming up next.
Stop.
All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round, and a lot of good offensive wrestling work from him over those previous 5 minutes.
I mean, great offensive wrestling. Every time he changed levels and got to his opponent's legs, he was able to secure the takedown. Let's see what type of fatigue his opponent will carry into the next round.
Take a seat. Deep breath. Good. Relax. Take a drink of water and listen. All right. I want you
you to set those kicks.
Well, if you like wrestling and you like takedowns, I guess that's the round for you. He really had his way with his opponent there.
Yeah, he was able to secure many takedowns, switching up the techniques, constantly changing the angle, never allowing his opponent to get a beat on what type of finish he was trying to go to. Can't take many of those, you better check.
All right, so he lands another takedown here, and he just continues to get his opponent to the ground. His opponent's done a pretty good job getting back to his feet, but can't stop the shot.
It'll finally start to exhaust him if he constantly goes up and down, up and down. He's got to split those legs and defend those takedowns before his opponent gets started.
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
And he gets the takedown.
He gets the takedown and falls right in the side. Now he sees the triangle.
And this could be trouble here. Looks like it's pretty tight. He's trying to work his head out of harm's way.
It might be over. Oh, nice.
And this might just be a matter of time. Not tapping out tonight. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and train down big strikes on your opponent.
Looks like he's trying for submission now.
He is doing a really good job of relaxing, not panicking because he's getting choked.
He might get a finish here. And he's out. Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from Bob. Both fighters get up now. Straight right, he misses.
When you're in a clinch, you can pull down on the head and land these beautiful punches to the head.
Man, as he landed a high volume of strikes here in round two, definitely picking up the pace.
You get up, you go down as another takedown attempt lands. Oh, wow, oh!
Oh, what a beautiful counter to the guillotine there. Gets side mount, and now maybe the Von Flue choke will be there. Open St. Preux has got to like that transition there. The sheer will is really remarkable to watch. All right, full guard now, DC.
And for the guy on top, he needs to build posture or just go to the next position, start shoving that knee through, trying to get the half guard, which in turn will lead to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you need to be anticipating, you need to be framing, you need to be moving, looking for opportunities to either reverse the position or get back to your feet.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Diaz's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. 30 seconds to go in the round. Oh, useful strike on the ground that was. Man, how far fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter. Oh, he's attacking choke now.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. The clock has now begun for our next round. We saw some pretty good submission attempts in that previous round. Do you expect more where that came from here, Chief?
Both of these fighters are grappling-heavy fighters, and that is exactly what they are going to do. They're going to continue to attack submission attempts and see who first can get the finish.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Diaz. All right, it's a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC. And defensively, you better be careful. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You
got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move him off, and you got to cover. You can't be off to an angle. He's going to attack armbar here.
Stay tight and finish.
Oh, huge slam right there as he blasts his opponent to the canvas. And that's certainly one way to fend off the armbar. Nice transition right there. Diaz's lower jaw looking extremely swollen now. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Solid strike on the ground.
Now, the guy's attacking the triangle. He finds himself in trouble because he got a little bit lazy in the full guard.
Looks like he's trying to manipulate the head. This could be tight.
Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Oh, nice job using his...
Oh, man, that was slick. Now he's attacking the triangle.
Triangle looks pretty tight, DC. I'm no Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, but maybe not good here.
No, it looks like it's getting in deep. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Oh, he postured up there, and he's out. All right, dominant position for him here. Full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start. Now he's on top of him looking for the finish.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
All right, buddy, keep that ground position.
All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke. Now he's going to try to attack Kimura here. The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap. He actually goes to an omoplata. Great pressure going forward.
Brilliant submission defense there. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Side control now. All right, closed guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are. Because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs. And if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on them.
Listen, I need you to protect your face. That eye is really starting to...
All right, so perhaps a little frustration creeping in as our next round gets underway. Very close to submitting his opponent in the previous round, but was unable to do so.
Wasn't able to do it, but he was so very close. He just tried to put himself back in that position, and maybe this time he gets the finish he wants so badly.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? All right, watch out for the setup here, DC. I know you don't pay your bets, but I'll bet you $100 he goes for another takedown here.
If I don't pay, then why are you betting me? I'll yell. Wow, actually got the takedown. Oh, he might have got him with a choke.
Wow.
You need to work on this position.
Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
Oh, look at the redness underneath that left elbow. He is badgering that left side of the body. The ground and pound has been there all night.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Ground and pound strike there now.
And now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look from the transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish. Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is, he's moving to the finisher position. Now watch, he goes.
Nicely done. Oh, and he moves into half guard. The guard pass is starting to pile up.
Right away, he takes the far side underhook. Look for damage from the top to come now.
Useful strike there. The ground and pound on point tonight. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Able to land the single ground strike there. Just over 2 minutes to go in the round. Oh, that'll work. The ground and pound strike is good. I mean, how many can he take? Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger.
Wow. Wow. Oh, and there comes the stoppage.
He's done. He's done. What a performance.
You knew if he landed that weapon repeatedly, it could be a short night for his opponent, but that was just one perfectly placed strike that his opponent candidly didn't even see coming. It landed flush, and the rest, as they say, is history. Big knockout win for him here tonight. Bruce Buffer is here. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 26 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, Khamzat Chimaev.
Oh, there he is after a huge knockout win tonight. You going to the after party or what?
I mean, I'm heading over there right now, John. I'm asking the producers, how soon can I get up? This is going to be a party over there. Not only because of the knockout, but that extra bonus check he's going to be carrying to the club tonight.
These corporations manipulating our daily lives.